This past week, and to be honest, for many weeks, you know what? Actually, for the past couple years, Ted Cruz has basically been screaming at the top of his lungs that he is in fact the biggest scumbag in the United States Senate. But things have really kind of come to a head these last couple weeks. I mean, after all, this past week we had Ted Cruz in the Senate literally defending a parent who gave a Nazi salute at a school board meeting. And Cruz says, oh no, the person did it ironically to say the school board is in fact the Nazis and it's free speech and blah, blah, blah. No, it doesn't matter what it is, dumbass. If somebody's giving a Nazi salute, even ironically, probably not good to go out there and say, hell yeah, brother, I support their right to do that. But that's not the only thing. Over the last couple weeks, Ted Cruz has been taking in a lot of baseball. And every time he goes to one of these baseball games, he seems to somehow find one of his supporters there holding a sign that says, "Let's go, Brandon." And if you're not familiar with the "Let's go, Brandon" little, slogan, that is basically Republican jargon for F Joe Biden. Because there was a crowd recently at a racing event. They were saying F Joe Biden. They were chanting that in the crowds, and the CNN reporter said, oh, they're saying let's go Brandon, because she was talking to somebody named Brandon. But okay, so anyway, that's how the let's go Brandon thing came about. So every time you see that, that is somebody saying F Joe Biden. So Ted Cruz tweets out pictures of himself, or retweets, I guess, with his fans holding big signs that say, let's go Brandon. Ted Cruz and his fat Wolverine face are sitting right there smiling with him. And then he gets even more disgusting. He starts tweeting it out as a hashtag over the last couple weeks. He tweets out a video where he even says, let's go Brandon. And we all know, again, what that means right now. So yes, I do believe that Ted Cruz is the biggest scumbag in the United States Senate. And it's not just because he's doing this. It's because of the de-evolution of Ted Cruz. Donald Trump becoming the Republican Party nominee in 2016, essentially beating Ted Cruz for that spot, because Cruz would have been a shoo-in at that point, it broke Ted Cruz's brain. We all remember at the Republican National Convention where Trump is getting nominated, Ted Cruz came out, gave his speech, he said, vote your conscience. You don't have to vote for the guy that won. Vote your conscience. And then once they voted for Donald Trump, he fell right in line. There was a time when Ted Cruz, as horrible as he is with his policies, was actually a very level-headed guy, to be honest. In terms of speaking to people, he wasn't super extreme. His policies were god-awful horrible. But he knew how to talk to people. He knew how to get people to believe in the horrible things that he wanted to do. But once he fell in line with the Trump train, the wheels came off, right? The wagon went out of control at that point. And that's what we have today to deal with Ted Cruz, because he's no longer trying to be the, level-headed, reasonable politician. He wants that MAGA crowd. He wants to be loved. He wants to be accepted by anybody. Because I think, and this is kind of based on the history we've seen of Cruz, including those videos that he released during his campaign of him back in college, he's a guy that's never really been liked by anybody. Okay? He has some serious demons kicking around up here about, oh, nobody likes me. I have to try really hard to be liked. And everybody, oh, God, I want to be popular so bad. We see it all the time. And we also know that, by the way, when he worked for the George W. Bush campaign in the year 2000, he didn't get a job with the administration because everybody that worked with him was like, dude, I hate him. Please don't give him a job. And he didn't get one. Till, of course, he ran for Senate. But Ted Cruz is so desperate to be liked that he ended up backing a man who insulted his wife's appearance, suggested his father may have been a murderer, and he threw away any kind of principles or rationale, reasonability that he may have had. All because he so desperately wants to be liked by the nut job MAGA crowd. And that's what we're seeing today from Ted Cruz. This is his final form. And it truly is something disgusting to behold.